This year, giving is taking on a new meaning. As one of the most expensive times of the year approaches, Chime has released its Unwrapped survey, which reveals how Americans are rethinking the way they spend this holiday season. Joining us to help unpack the findings is best-selling author, podcaster, and renowned finance expert, Patrice Washington. Good morning, Patrice.
Good morning, Jessica.
It's great to be speaking with you today. So what is the average holiday gifting budget and how should people allocate it amongst families, friends, and coworkers?
Well, Jessica, get ready. Hold on to your socks here because the average holiday budget across the country is $1,120. And the people are still allocating it primarily to their partners and to their kids. But let me tell you how this Chime survey blew my mind. So I grew up hearing that if you gave cash as a gift, Jessica, that you weren't being thoughtful enough. But the survey actually reveals that that's exactly what people want. So 65% of Gen Zers who were surveyed said, please give me cash, because 58% of respondents need support with utilities. 51% said they would use the cash towards rent, and 44% of them revealed that if they could get their hands on that cash, they would actually lower their credit card debt. So if you've ever thought that giving cash was not the thoughtful thing to do, in this season, it's actually very thoughtful, and it's what people want.
Well, listen, I'm also among those that am here for that for sure. Now, speaking of gift giving, what does gift exchanges look like from state to state?
Well, here's the one that really blew my mind. 84% of respondents in Indiana actually said that they want to go on a trip. They would love for someone to gift them a full trip. They're trying to get out of town. Other people are looking for concert tickets. I think what we're really seeing, Jessica, is that people just want experiences. They're looking to create memories. They just want to do things that are more memorable. But what really got me is not just, from region to region, it was generation to generation. Because when you talk about giving money, as a gift, a lot of people think that's reserved for their kids or their grandkids. The survey reveals that whether you're talking about millennials, Gen Xers, or boomers, the average American is actually hoping to receive at least $600 in cash. So no matter the generation or the region, all we're hearing is show me the money.
I hear that. Now, are there any other regional trends you might have noticed going on throughout the country?
Well, one trend is that in the Northeast, for example, people are planning on spending more. We top out about $1,200. In the Midwest, about $1,000. But right in your neck of the woods in Nevada, what we see is people are starting to check their accounts more. Jessica, all throughout the year, I'm telling people to make sure they stay on top of their finances. But in Nevada, it was said that 30% of the respondents are actually now checking their accounts multiple times per day, which I found interesting because it says to me that even though people do desire to be generous and enjoy the holiday season, they're not willing to jeopardize their finances anymore. They're trying to stay on top of it and they want to bank smarter. And I think that's a good trend to see in Nevada.
Yes. Patrice, are there any other tips for how to best allocate our holiday gifting budget this season?
I would say my number one tip is to not let these average numbers throw you into anything. I always tell my clients at Redefining Wealth, listen, don't look to the left or to the right. You have to look at your own budget, your own purse, your own wallet, and determine what your spending limit is, because I want you to end this year still, with as much financial peace as you can have. The survey says 41% of people will say, well, I'll just do whatever during the holidays and then I'll get back on track in January. I want you to stay on track. I want you to only think about what your budget is and let the people around you know, hey, this year we're not doing a bunch of extravagant things, but we can create some experience and some memories together, because that's what matters. And that way you can keep automating those savings, budgeting, doing the things that you need to do to make sure you preserve your own financial well-being.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. For our viewers watching who are looking for more information, where can they go?
For more insights, definitely go to chime-holiday.com.
All right. Well, there you have it. Bank smarter this holiday season. Just visit chime-holiday.com.